Hey guys, welcome to DevOpsSchool. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Datadog. Datadog is a monitoring service for cloud scale applications providing monitoring of servers, database, tools and services through a SaaS-based data analytics platform. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Datadog will be absolutely clear to you.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOpsSchool certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best and start today.
Providing monitoring of servers, database tools and services. You can actually monitor any of your infrastructure now. And you can seamlessly aggregate matrices and events across your full infrastructure stack. Although it allows you to primarily it is for infrastructure, but you can do the application monitoring as well and the event log application monitoring with this tool. And it provides more than 400 built-in integrations, so you don't there are already built-in APIs and built-in commands available to integrate Datadog with a 400 integration, and it is a SaaS-based platform. So what is SaaS-based platform? So you don't have to, it is a software as a service platform, so you don't have to worry about the scalability and all those things. You don't have to manage it. You don't have to do a scale. You don't have to administer your where your logs will be stored and all those things. So means whatever there are many tools, some of the tools, monitoring tools, where you have to manage the infrastructure, but here you don't have to manage the infrastructure for Datadog. You just have to deploy it and integrate it, and the rest of things, everything will be taken care by the Datadog. So it is too easy to use it on the infrastructure part. You don't have to manage the infrastructure of the Datadog. So this is the Datadog website, and you can see there are a lot of things and they have told about the what is modern monitoring and security, and we can see inside any stack, any app, any skill, anywhere. And if we go to the you will find the features. This is a very good website, and you will find a lot of information here itself. So in fact I also find out here only. So like you can see across system, apps and services, you can monitor all those things, and you will have the full visibility. You can have all the tracing and everything you can do at one places across your infrastructure and services and applications and all those things. You can generate graphs, you can in a single you can generate dashboards and all to view your logs and all. You can analyze, you can explore logs, data in context. You can monitor your user experience, correlated front end, and all those things. Visualization is very good, interactivity and all those things. So basically it is a monitoring tool. Yeah. And if we go with the pricing, so there are it has a lot of pricing features available. If you have to only do the infrastructure, then $15 per host per month, and log management, APM, which is application performance monitoring, serverless, security monitoring, network monitoring, real user monitoring, synthetic monitoring, continuous profiler. We are not going all those things. And it provides a free trial as well. In the free trial, so it has three options. So we have free, pro and enterprise. In free trial, you have you have a core collection, so it doesn't support all type of matrices, but all type of events and logging. But yeah, the infrastructure loggings events are available. So you can with in the free tier you can collect all those matrices. You can join the discussion group. The retention period of your matrices will be 1 day. After 1 day it will be all your matrices will automatically be removed, and you can at one time you can only only monitor, or only collect the logs and events from 5 hosts. So it only supports 5 hosts. And then we have Pro and Enterprise edition, where more features are available. Like in Pro, we have 15-month retention period, and in Enterprise, you can do the machine learning as well. So those are the things in. Uh, we So you can see event and shared metrics up to 5 hosts. Out of the box dashboard, you can create the dashboards. You can do integrations, host mapping, enterprise grade security, and all those things are available. User account, and retention period is 1 day. But it does not support the containers, serverless containers. It does not support, but community forum and product training videos are available. Here you will in the paid versions, you will have the chat and email option and other type of support as well available. So let's start with the free version. Uh, so get started free. So it hosts your data at two places as of now. They have data. They are hosting services placed at in the United States, which is their headquarter and a primary location. And then because of European laws, you can store your data in Europe as well. Then for the free tier, you can provide a you have to provide an email. Let me try with my email. Here that something. Let me try with this. Full name, company, and then password. Password. We have a normal password policy like 8 characters and one number, one lower character, which are the standards. And then, if you have the Google account, you can directly sign up with the Google as well, and you don't have to provide any information. It will be single sign-on for you. So, what is my password? I forgot. No. Okay.
So, Dheeraj, what's the difference between this one versus a native cloud, like whatever that AWS or Azure provide the same thing?
First thing you will, yeah. So I was expecting this question. In AWS all also you have monitoring tool and all. Here you can first thing is the pricing. That is one thing. And the second thing is it provides a great visualization to you, and you have 400 plus integrations available in with this. So which we'll discuss in now. You can you in even in AWS and all also you have many integrations available, but as you can say, this is another tool. So where you have to it based on the company policy as well. And I would say but the tasks which it performs almost same. So I would say where we have the AWS monitoring tool and this tool.
It's like I
But
said,
yeah, integrations are there are many more integrations available, and visualization is very great.
so visual. And how about the cost wise?
Yeah, cost wise, I would say like you use can you see for free tier, even it didn't ask for the my credit card, it didn't ask for the phone number.
Okay. Okay. And how about the cost, like for enterprise? Is it cheaper?
Sorry, I'm
Cost is
sorry, I could not.
cost is cheaper, or
In the long run, it may, but it depends on the users. So means you when it depends what type of monitoring you are doing and what type of logging and what type of it depends on the users. So when you are in a business and your organization have to analyze pros and cons. How many data centers you are going to monitor, or how many servers you are going to monitor, how many public clouds you are going to monitor. So you have to weigh the pros and cons of both the tools before you have to decide which tool you have to go. But for general use, I would say this is cheaper than AWS.
cost?
So now my account is ready.
Any,
Now it asks.
Jiren, any other tool comparatively to this one, which is having the similar kind of functionalities, or
There are
this is
many
what
tools.
you're saying is okay?
There are many in fact, in AWS also you have monitoring tools. There are many tools in the DevOps stack. We have Alerta, which actually just whatever you can integrate Alerta with any type of alerts your system in generating. So there are many tools, and means it provides, every tool has their own features, and that is why I said when we are going for to deploy or to use a tool, we have to we have to see what type of means what is our use case. That is first thing we need to decide what is the use case, and then based on that use case we have to choose the tool which best suits to fulfill our requirement, which includes the pricing as well as the and fulfills our our purpose. So we don't want a tool which is if for the basic means it should not be very costly, means based on, for example, actually it's a general tendency. Normally if I have certain requirements, so I choose a tool, if my budget allows, I choose a tool which allows all the features. But normally I don't use all the features. In fact, I would say it has been seen that we use almost 10 to 20 in the business environment. I am saying, I'm not saying about the learning and the testing environment. In the business environment, we normally use 10 to 20 percent of the features of any tool, of in modern application, which so we have to choose the features which we require. And these tools are all the tools, because these are all cloud based, so we can easily scale up and we can easily add up the features later, when it is required, in rather than rather than paying the cost now, which rather than paying the cost for the features which I don't require now. Does
Market
it answer
dominating
your?
tool? Is it market dominating tool?
It's a very good tool. Not, I wouldn't say it is a, means it has its space in the market. But
Okay.
there are other tools which also has the space. So it's not I would not say it's a very dominating tool, but it has its space in the market. Uh, so that is the feature. So many companies, if you go to their website, are using this tool, and they are allowing 400 plus integration. You see the list of the stack which you can use it. So these are all uh, the stack which can be used for our integration purpose. So Do you want more information, or is it okay?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Dheeraj. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And means thanks to guys you are asking the questions, so it will means it looks like we are using an interactive session, so that is good, and it will be a learning for me as well as you. So whenever I provide a training, I always say to my trainees that it is a two-way learning, not a one-way learning. I learn many things from my whenever I provide the trainings to the trainees. Yeah, thanks for asking. So normally it is asking about what is the stack, what are the your primary use. You can use whatever you want, and doesn't matter. So let's say we use AWS, we use Docker, we use Kubernetes. So it is for the it is optional. You can skip it if you want. So uh, it is just for their their purpose, that what is the what is the goal, what is the primary goal for of the user, what type of services user is using, and all those things. So that is the case, and what type of servers your organization manage, and all those things. So these are all optional, and are you a managed service provider or hosting provider, and all those things. So that's okay, we can skip this part actually. Now now this is important. Yeah. So uh, there are, I was saying we have 400 plus integration, but then you may ask, I don't see the 400 plus. So these are the agents. With these agents, I monitor 400 plus services. So these are the agents provided by Datadog, and with these agents, as I said, we can integrate our Datadog with 400 plus services. So it asks it asks what please start. If you are learning, you are doing, please start. Please use your first Datadog agent. So uh, let's install our first Datadog agent before going ahead with our next slide. So let me check if I am missing anything. So I have told you about the pricing and all. Section info we'll see, and then Datadog agent. And yeah, so let me tell you first about few things about the Datadog agent. So Datadog agent is the client, is a lightweight client which needs to be installed on my servers. For example, I want to monitor a Linux server, or a Amazon Linux server, or a Red Hat Linux server, or a Windows server, or IIS, or any type of, or Apache Tomcat. So for that, I need to install a agent on that particular service. That is a lightweight software installation. So as it is written as well, the Datadog is a software which runs on the host, and it collects event and matrices from host and send to the Datadog. These collected events and matrices can be analyzed for monitoring and performance. We can create dashboards and all those things. We have so there are actually now the current version is Datadog version 7, which is the latest version. So for version 6 and 7, the Datadog is actually completely, and they have rewritten in Go language. Before that, which is version 5 and previous versions, it was written in Python. So they have, with the same functionality from starting from version 6, they have written this Datadog in Go language, and it is a open source. Yeah, this is a very important thing I would like to comment actually. So this is a open source, and let me copy this if it allows me to copy.
So when you say that the agent get installed, is it like getting the same data, whatever the, like if suppose the provider like AWS or Azure and all those stuff, or it is kind of collecting its own data and storing it and doing analysis on top of it?
I'm sorry, could not get your question. Can you please
So
ask?
when you say that it's install the agent on the host, okay,
Yes, yes.
So is that agent is kind of a collecting the same? So if I'm just saying for Azure or AWS, is it collecting the same data whatever the AWS collected, or it's have its own kind of a mechanism to get all the performance level data or OS level data from the output and then do the analysis on top of it and visualization.
So yeah, so actually, good question. So actually, even in AWS or Azure or Datadog, and they don't collect. They have few matrices which are pre-built-in matrices, but again, even if you use a AWS monitoring tool or a Azure monitoring tool or use Datadog or any other tool, you have to enable the matrices which are of your interest.
Yes.
So you want to see a particular matrix, then you need to enable it. So there is a configuration file. In the configuration file, the predefined pre-built-in matrices like CPU usage and all those things which are already enabled. But
Yes.
as per your requirement, you can disable and enable other matrices as well.
Okay. So when I say that when you enable it, it's a data enabler, not like AWS. I'm not enabling for AWS, and whatever data is captured, it is going directly to Datadog, and Datadog
Yes,
is
yes, yes. So, very good question. So now I got your question. So it
oh,
is not going to AWS. It is not going to Azure. It will directly, the Datadog client will directly collect the data and send to the Datadogs. When I created if you remember, when I created the Datadog user account, it asked me where you want to store the data, whether it in US region or the Europe region. So it collects the data, whichever region I choose it, it sends the data to that particular Datadog data center.
okay. Got it. So they have their own pricing for storing the data and whatever it is and
So
everything.
yeah, so they don't then you only have to okay, I got the question.
Yeah.
So let me I will go to the pricing after this, because it will not allow me until I install my first agent. It will not allow me to go to anywhere. So I will
Okay.
go to the pricing, but so you have to where we will discuss about the pricing. Give me 5 minutes. Huh?
Okay. No.
We'll go back. We'll
Yeah.
go back to that particular. I got the question. So like in Amazon, we pay for the storage as well to store the data which is being analyzed, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that is the question. So we'll go to the pricing here. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
So there they charge for the S3 or whatever type of storage you choose it, and and you are storing your matrices and your events in that, and they start charging for it, and even for the retention period also AWS charges it, and even if you want to keep it for a longer duration for audit purpose and all, so normally that is the case, like we move those matrices to Amazon Glacier or some type of storage to preserve my cost, right? So, but that is also a chargeable, and input and output cost is also when data is going ingress and outgress. For
yes.
that also there is some charge in Amazon AWS, right?
Ingress
Yeah.
and egress both get charged. Yes. That's it.
Yes. 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 So I wanted to show it to you that it is a open source. And so that dog agent is completely written in the agent is completely written in the open source, and the full code is available in this website where you can see all those things. And uh, so what I was telling to you, that because I told you that this Datadog has been written in Datadog version 6 and 7 are written in Go language. So we need the Go language in case it is not there, and we also have to set it in the Go path and Go path bin, and Python anyway is required. And other things you will find it, so that's okay. But that is what I would like to tell you, that it is a open source soft the Datadog agent is a open source software.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me, okay. Okay. So you were asking about this. So before installing the agent, let's, I have done anything. Okay, no. Sorry guys, so let's discuss about the Datadog agent because there are questions based on that. So let's discuss about it first. Then we'll install our Datadog agent. Yeah. So that is why. So that's why I was saying this is for my ready purpose, so I can quickly and don't waste the time. So it is only I have put few lines today only. So that is okay. So this is about my basic Datadog agent, and this is the same list which we are seeing here. So this is the same list. It is showing in their docs. So it has very good docs available as well. Although I would find there are a scope of improvement, but that's okay. And they have a good docs, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would say there are a scope of improvements in Datadog docs. So now we will discuss about the agent architecture. So what is agent architecture? So agent architecture is a process which is the process is create the agent process which is created when I install my Datadog agent on my host. So it is a process which is responsible for collecting infrastructure matrix logs and receiving dog STSD matrices as well. So dog STSD matrix also one type of collection where you can generate the API. In fact, you can send the APIs through code as well. Not generate the matrices through code as well. If you want to enable particular kind of, for example, in application you want to send particular metrics on a particular logic, so that can be with the help of dog STSD, when that can be and also with them. And as I have written, what is dog STSD? It accepts all three of major Datadog data types. It can with the data with dog STSD stats SD dog stats D, we can collect matrices, we can collect events, and we can also do the service checks as well. And so yeah, so the Datadog agent, which is when we install, it creates the agent process, and the agent process has two components. There is a collector and the forwarder. The collector, which gathers all standard matrices every 15 seconds, and then, as I said, if we want to add more matrices, we can add it, we can enable it, and every 15 seconds, although it is also configurable, we can send it. For example, I want to send the matrices every 30 seconds or every minute, and that also can be changed by, but the default feature is it sends the matrices every 15, it collects, sorry, not sends, it collects the matrices every 15 seconds on all the matrices which are enabled for him, for the Datadog agent, and then it sends matrices over HTTPS to Datadog, directly to Datadog. So it sends matrices over HTTPS to Datadog. Then what is this? Yeah. So now we'll start our first installation on Linux machine. Let me see if it is telling anything else. And yeah, so and whenever we install the Datadog, it creates a Datadog YAML file, which is a configuration file for our agent, where we can configure the parameters and the environment for our Datadog agent. And so we'll come on all this thing later as well, no problem. So let me create one EC2 instance first, and then one Linux instance, so it is easy to use. I'm not using AWS. I'm using AWS only to create one EC2 instance. So, but that this EC2 instance is kind of a same instance. Let me first instance, then we'll speak.
So is there an on-premise solution, or it's only a SaaS solution?
It's a SaaS solution.
So there
It's
is
a
no.
complete no on premise. It's a complete it's a pure SaaS based solution. No on premises.
Okay.
as far as my understanding, it is a pure SaaS-based solution. If means I don't have any information of on-premise whether Datadog provides any on-premises things.
So Dheeraj, what's the difference between this one and Prometheus? Prometheus also have agent, and you install it and then collect the data. So that's like what
Yes.
we call on-prem.
In fact, yes, and in fact, you can integrate Datadog with Prometheus, where Prometheus will collect the data and sends to Datadog, and then the data where you can analyze and do many things. With you can generate graphs and all those things. So you can integrate Datadog with Prometheus as well. So this is normal standard process. I believe everyone knows, and that's not required even don't know. Okay, so is it required? I think it is not required as of now. Okay, let's do SSH only for this instance. Oh, I have not created. So I am launching this instance in EC2, but there it can be any Linux instance like your in your data center or your servers, your on-premises server or your cloud-based server, anywhere it can be. The only thing which is needed is the internet connectivity, whether it is a direct internet connectivity or through proxy. So normally, if you, your production servers will have a proxy-based connectivity, and I will show that proxy means I will tell the I don't have the proxy server, but I will show the section where you can configure the proxies for your to send the logs from the server to the Datadog. So let's wait for it has to start. So this is my wife's laptop actually, so that's why you can see my wife's name here. I'm using her laptop today. Uh, mm, yeah, no, let's wait for it. Will take 1 or 2 more minutes. Wait for it.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely.
So in DevOps world, actually, there are so many tools, and means every tool has its features, and daily we are seeing a new tool. And so yeah, so that is the world, and these are, as we are going in the open source, means so in open source, there's a lot of scope, and people are uh, people are developing, designing new types of things, and that is good, and it's a new learning for every one of us. Yeah, now it is running, so let's connect with it. Normally you guys use the putty to connect to the Linux instance, but I use command prompt only. I find it easy. What happened? Why did it's not copied? Why it is not copying? So yeah, so now my EC2 instance is ready, and now let's install our first Datadog agent. So where is my Datadog? Yeah, so this is my Imagine Linux instance, so it will give, and I don't have to do anything, and it gives it is a too easy install. You just have to run this command, and you see this is too easy to install. Our Just copy it and paste it there. So before that also, let me copy it in the notepad, because I want to tell one more thing. So when we will I would be running this command, it will auto start the Datadog agent. So as of now, for the demonstration purpose, I don't want this feature, but that is fairly good enough, that you have a command which installs your Datadog agent, and which is automatically starts your Datadog agent. But for the demo purpose, so for that you just need to prepone it with dd install equal to EP only. So if we put this parameter before this, so then it will only install, but it will not auto start our Datadog agent on my Amazon EC2 instance. So it is installing, and it is fairly fast. It is downloading the package. Done. So we'll probably during our training we'll repeat this process 2-3 times. Now in fact, it will tell how to once the installation is completed, my Datadog agent is installed, and you can see it is too easy. Means you just have to run the command, and that command also provided in the Datadog interface. Okay, you want to connect it with Amazon Linux, okay, please use this command, and I just ran the command, and it got installed on my EC2 instance. And so now I have to start it, and for start also, uh, uh, it has given the how to start it. So sudo system, so that also once installed, it has given the command to start, how we can start the our Datadog agent. And so my Datadog agent is started, and let's check the status whether it is correctly running or not running. It is not going. And it shows the status, which is showing that my Datadog agent is perfectly running without any issue. And now if I go back to the my agent my setup, now it is allowing me your first data. See how fast it is. Your first Datadog means I just installed it and it started reporting. Your first Datadog agent is reporting. Congrats, thanks, and go to the next. These are other things you may find to install it. So these are for old. If for example, if you are using already have the agent running like on your instances like version 5 or version 6, so how to upgrade those agents to the newest version on your Amazon Linux instance. So next, let's click on next. Which it is asking, which is optional, if you want to connect Datadog to your AWS account. If I do it, it will connect Datadog to your AWS account to automatically track and tag your EC2 instances and report all of your CloudWatch matrices. So in case I want to enable it, I don't want to use, or I want it more useful, the Datadog to collect my to retrieve my matrices from the AWS account. So I can install the integration. I can integrate it, but it is optional and we can do it later as well. Once we connect with our AWS account, uh, it will automatically start collecting the matrices from my AWS account, and will start sending to the CloudWatch, which is a tool inside AWS. So the as one guy asked that it collects the same matrices. So all the CloudWatch matrices, all the matrices which are collected and used by CloudWatch will also be forwarded to Datadog. And Datadog, you may not use the CloudWatch, no, because of pricing issue, whatever. So the matrices automatically will go to the Datadog, and you can use it for you can see and watch it. So as of now, I am skipping this step. Right. And as I showed it to you, it has a 15 days trial period to use your Datadog trial version on 5 hosts at one time. And you can see it is welcoming, and I have one host which is reporting data to Datadog. See if there are system overview and summary and all those things. So let's we'll go one by one on this, but first let me go on the if I have it pricing part. So someone asked the question whether it uh, whether it collects the whether it charges for the storage and all. So infrastructure, $15 per host per month, no charge at all for storage or anything. Log management, $1.27 per million log events per month. APM 31. So these are the charges. There is no separate charges. So whatever is there, you are collecting the data, you are hosting the data, everything is included in that particular charge. For example, you are doing a serverless per function. If you are running a serverless function per month, $5. Even that serverless function executed one time or many times, it doesn't matter, because serverless functions are those functions which are called as and when required. So but per function per month, $5. And security monitoring and network monitoring and all those things are there.
So whatever the logs are collected by
And
the agent, Dheeraj, so whatever
mhm,
logs are collected
mhm.
by this agent can be moved to some other tool or some other storage so that it can be analyzed.
I don't think so. I have not gone through this. I have not seen this feature in any of the Datadog docs, and I have not come across. I don't think so that is possible.
Okay.
That
So what
you
whatever
collect
logs are
the
collected by
you collect the log. Yeah, whatever the dogs are collected, it is on, or it automatically sends to the Datadog server. And
so
I will show
let's
you
assume
yeah, yeah.
so let's assume like these logs are collected by Datadog and I need to use these same logs through some other tool like Splunk or some other tool for different requirement. So or so can it be done?
Actually, you can you the other way around, it is possible. I know that you can integrate Datadog with Splunk. So if any logs or matrices are coming to Splunk, that will come to you can integrate the Datadog with Splunk, and those that data will come to Datadog also for the
But
purpose. So
we cannot extract these logs.
that but the other way, but the other way around, I am not sure about it. I don't think so that is possible.
Okay.
If
Because some
in that
companies
case, we
will
need,
have
yeah,
policy right to retain the logs for a certain period.
correct. Correct. But here also we have the, if you go for Datadog solution, you see for the Pro, if you are using Pro, 15 months metrics in retention. And for this also, I think there is some retention period, it will tell. Yeah, 15 months, but you can customize it. You can talk to the sales guy and it is customizable. You can retain it for the longer period as well.
Yeah, but it will be on their servers only.
It will be there on their servers only. So it collects, it doesn't store whatever the logs and matrices are collected, it doesn't store it doesn't store on the host. It collects and sends directly to the server.
Okay.
Okay. So so these, but it's not charging about any storage or any other thing. So the charges whichever it is showing here are included to everything. No ingress charges, no storage charges. So everything is uh, uh, included in the plan. Okay. So okay, so let's go back to here. And now if so it is showing we have one host which is reporting data to Datadog. And let me show to the host map. Actually we'll come back to this point, but as it is showing, let's we can include it now itself. Yeah. So Now let me remove the availability zone because we are not using the availability zone feature here. So your infrastructure and one host is there, and it is showing. So there is some CPU utilization is there. So if it is green, yellow, so it automatically, but can it automatically tells whether it is idle or have some utilization or something, and we can change it by it is showing as of now. It is showing my CPU utilized matrix in the host map, and we can have hundred of hosts in this host map only. So in this host map only, so we have this hexagonal, multiple hexagonal. I can have it for each one for each my host, and I can change it. For example, I want to see, let's say, so it is a one view to see all to for a particular matrix to see all for all the hosts. I can see it here itself. Let's say where Datadog agent is running. Yes, it is running and it is green. So if it is not running or if it has any issue, it will show in the red. So there are so many matrices which are there, system disk free and all those things. So these are pre-built in matrices which we can see it here on my host map. And let's go for the overview dashboard as well. So okay, it is opening. Let me go back here. So it is showing it has already created one matrices dashboard for me, and you can see all the system load, CPU uses, system memory, IO weight, network traffic, all those type of matrices it is showing to me for the past 1 hour, and easily customizable. You can have it for past 5 minutes or whatever means whatever the duration you want it, so for past 30 minutes less, so it will show for that particular duration the matrices for those things. So these are actually these are all graphical interface, and you guys actually can means I will tell about the basis what are different type of visualization are available, and then you can do some um, add or remove things by doing itself, and you can it's a free tier, so you can for 14 days you can do it. And in fact, as it is no credit card and no telephone number is required, so after 15 days you can get a new account also. So that is also good part for the Datadog. Now let's what is the next part? So my first agent is running now. Yeah, so yeah, so these are my agent commands, yes, which is important. uh, so in your day-to-day work it will be very useful for you. So these are pre-built commands, and we have already seen two commands to start my agent and to check the status of my agent. And it has all types of platforms where you want to see it, for Kubernetes, for the Docker, for Linux, AIX, Mac OS, Source, Windows. Stop to start the agent. To then we have stop the agent, restart the agent, status information, which we just ran it. So actually we have so many flavors of Linux, so it has a dedicated page for to show the commands for Linux. In fact, for each of the things, for starting also you can see, for stopping also, for each of the things it has a dedicated page to show the Linux, because every so that is a very good thing, because sometimes the commands differ from the Red Hat to Linux to Ubuntu, and also let's say, for example, if I go to the agent, so it is talking about, it will tell the command for Linux, like how to start agent, how to stop agent, how to restart, status of my agent, status page of running agent, send flare. I will give some idea what is flare, and then display command usage and run a check. Check is for if my particular my Datadog agent for a particular service is running correctly or not. So these are all the things, so which you can easily go through in the documentation itself. And then let me go back to the agent, and there are few more commands. Yeah, agent. So agent binaries are there. Then we can check the health, for example. So what is the health? We can print the host name and all those things. So for example, let me. Why it is not going? My network is. Oh, it is hanged. My network is taking price or what? Network should be good. I'm not sure what happened. Let me try to reconnect it. Running perfectly, right? What happened suddenly? Anyway, no problem. So let me go to my ppt, and so like sudo systemctl status we have already seen. And also you can see, for example, let's say you want to see the host name and other commands. So let's if I type host name, it will show me the host name of the Datadog agent. Unknown operation host name. Have I typed correctly? It is correct only. I'm not sure why it is not working. Systemctl Datadog agent host name. Or is it anyway, we'll go it. We'll check it later. Now I want to tell about the YAML, which is the core of the uh, our Datadog agent service. So the Datadog, all our in Linux, it is the path is etc, Datadog agent and Datadog YAML file. It is the core of your Datadog agent where you can configure all of your maximum of your configuration for your host, for your system. So let's open the yeah. So I opened it with sudo, right? Yeah, it is sudo only. Perfect. So now we'll go few of the sections which are very important. One is my API key. So I'm not sure if you guys observed it. Let me show it to you again. At that time, didn't want it to confuse. So let me go to the agent part again. Agent. Or I have that command in my PPT as well, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So the command which we ran to install the agent on our Linux machine was dd install only true, because we just wanted to install only and we started later, and the major version is 7, and dd API keys I have written like this, but when we copied the command, the API keys were already copied for you in the command. So that was those API keys were already embedded for you, and every account has its own unique API key, and that API key identifies how the agent will know where to uh, if I am sending this matrices, to whom I am sending to, for which account it belongs to. So it is this is unique key by which that agents are uniquely identifies your account.
If you liked our Datadog session so far, please enroll our general membership for $3.99 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $3.99 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.